What decides the periodicity of the eclipses? Let us consider that the eclipse begins at node N1. After 173 days, we have the eclipse at node N2. After another 173 days, again we have the eclipse at node N1, but now the relative configuration of the Earth, Moon, and the Sun has changed, and this eclipse year has fallen short of 365 days. Thus, we see that the position of the Sun and the Moon relative to the Earth keep changing, and this goes on and on and on till they come to the same configuration again. And that will happen after 18 years, 10 days, or 11 days. And this cycle is called the Saros cycle. In fact, it is 18 years, 10 days, and 8 hours. Let us understand how this has happened exactly with a few examples. So, the first solar eclipse expedition by India, independent India, to Sri Lanka was led by Professor M.K. Venubabu in the year 1955 for this solar eclipse that occurred on June 20th. Exactly 18 years and 10 days from this date, there was another solar eclipse in 1973, but because of the 8 hours duration, the path of totality passed through Africa. After 18 years, 10 days, again there was an eclipse of the same Saros cycle, and the 8 hour shift made it pass through the other side of the continent. 3 consecutive shifts of 8 hours each makes it 24 hours, and therefore it brought it back to India. We all saw this eclipse on July 22, 2009, and the path of umbral shadow was through Varanasi. Many people enjoyed this eclipse. The next one in this series will take it back to Africa, though India is able to see a partial eclipse. Let us consider another example of the Saros cycle number 132. This eclipse of which occurred on the 26th December 2019. See the similarity and the periodicity of 18 years and 10 days and 8 hours. We have chosen eclipses which will all pass through India or nearby India. For example, in 1857 September, it passed through northern part of India, and after 3 such eclipses in the year 1911, it again moved further north to India, and in the year 1965, again it is passing through North India, and in the year 2019, it moved to South India, and in the year 2074, it leaves to Sri Lanka. Why does this happen? This is because the moon has a very complicated orbital parameters. The synodic month, namely the interval from new moon to new moon, is 29 days, 12 hours, 44 minutes, and 3 seconds. Whereas what is called as the anomalistic month, which is the interval from perigee to perigee, is 27 days, 13 hours, 18 minutes, and 33 seconds. And there is one more periodicity, that is from one node to returning to the same node. It is 27 days, 5 hours, 5 minutes, and 36 seconds. And as we just saw, all these things will have to come to the same point in order that it repeats. And this cycle of 18 years, 10 days, and 8 hours, which is called as the Saros, is equal to 223 synodic months. Interesting coincidence is in the mathematics here, 223 synodic months, 239 anomalistic months, 242 draconic months, all will turn out to be 6,585 days, and a fraction which is within a few hours. And that corresponds to 18 years, 10 days, and 8 hours. It is this 8 hours that is responsible for the geographical shift, and that explains the periodicity of the eclipses. Each year, there are several Saros cycles that are operating. Thus, we had 136 number happening in December and 132 happening in June. Therefore, the eclipse year, if we may call so, is shorter than 365 days year. It is only 356 days. And we have similar eclipses repeating after 18 years, 10 or 11 days, depending on the number of leap years in between, and 8 hours. This is called the Saros cycle.